Right, my friends, well, if you watched the last episode, you will know that I've got this, the brand new Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo. Now, we know it's faster, we know it's got more torque to it, and it's allegedly got more range to it as well. However, how practical is it? Because, as I said in the last episode, it's an estate car. It's built for taking family out in, kids out in, going on bike rides, throwing stuff in the back of it. And then if you start putting stuff in the back of it, what's the range going to be like then? Well, today we're going to try that out because I'm going to try and get a bike in the back of this Cross Turismo, drive it up to the Lake District on a long journey, and we'll be able to see whether it can handle things in the back of it, carrying stuff, which is what these are meant to be for, and also if it's any good at the range. So join me on my journey to the Lake District in this, the brand new Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, click the little bell for notifications of when I upload new videos. Now, without further ado, my friends, let's go. Right, first things first, let's open the boot, and I'm going to put the seats down in the back of this thing. I'm also going to try and take out this, that's it, there we go, the luggage shelf. See if we can get that out. That comes from there, I think, that's it. Okay, so we've got this bit out, then the next bit, this come out as well. There we go, it's looking more like an estate car now. That's it, we've got these bits, so we'll take these bits out for the time being, pop them here. Okay, right, now I need to get the seats down, so we'll give that a go. Should be relatively easy. Right, bear with me, here we go. That's, hang on, the headrest is in the way there. How do we get that down? Okay. No. 1 second. That worked. Now the next seat. Okay, that's okay, we're all good there. Right, now I'm going to put something over these seats because it's not my car and make sure that nothing gets damaged or scratched. Right, okay, so I've got the bike in, I've put all blankets down so I don't damage the car because obviously it's not my car. Not that I damaged my own either, but what I've had to do is twist the handlebars. I've had to take the front wheel off, which is not quick release, but a lot of bikes are, and I've took the battery off of it as well so that it's lighter. Now I'm just going to pop this in as well. I'll pop that into there like that. Hopefully that'll stay there like that, and then with a bit of luck the boot will close. I could actually get a few more things in there, but there's plenty of room in here really to get stuff in and out of. Maybe not as much as a Volvo estate, but it's not boxy, it's a stylish car. Right, let's see whether this thing closes. Boom. Right, let's take this thing for a spin now. Now the thing is it going to get the range with all this in it? Because this is a heavy bike, especially with, even without the battery, it's still heavy. That's going to take the range down slightly. So we're going to drive now up to the Lake District, see what the range is like, see how it fares. What's going to be fun is getting this out at the other end. But we'll figure that bit when we come to it because we're going to head towards the Motor Museum up there. Right, let's get in the car, my friends. Right, okay, so God blimey, it's a bit warm, I tell you that. Oh. Okay, so we've got 92% of battery, 284 miles of range. Come on, I am boiling in here today. So 92% of battery, 281 miles of range. To get to the Lake District, it's roughly about 180 odd miles, I think, but I'll tell you in a minute when we get on the road. I am melting. Right, so anyway, onwards. Oh, this lane assist, I still can't get the lane assist off. Right, we're literally just leaving Mansfield now. I'm going via Leeds because I need to drop something off to my partner, so, or girlfriend as I like to say. Stop with the lane control. 91% of battery, 278 miles of range. I'm on the mileage of the car is 1,291 miles. If you can hear the blow, I do apologise. I'm not switching it off because I am absolutely roasting. I do miss my cooling seats though that I have on my car. I had the cooling seats put in, and I've used them a couple of times when I went to Spain and through France, and I think once in the UK as well. So figure out, I shall relay to you when we get to the Lake District, to the Motor Museum, what mileage I have left, also what percentage I've got left, and how many miles of range I've got left. Hopefully we should get there without charging up, which is unusual because with my car I normally have to charge. So fingers crossed, we'll be all right. Let's take it nice and easy. Don't forget we've got extra weight on board with the bike, so that might have a slight significance on the range. Stop it! I've switched everything off. That really is annoying. I've switched off lane keeping, I've switched off route topography, and it's still making that blooming noise, and I'm not anywhere near the lines. It comes up on the screen there. What is it doing? Speed limits, that's fine. Lane keeping, I've switched this. Why did that's the EU? That is, that's the stupid people at the EU who says that you have to have. Stop it! I'm not even near the white lines. The EU came out with that stupid idea. They'll be the same people that came up with cookie warnings. Cookie warnings are annoying. Nobody cares. We all click on accept, accept, accept. We don't care. The EU are a bunch of stupid people. I actually don't think that is lane keeping, that noise. I think what it is, it can see in my dash here, it can see cars in front of me, and there's little pictures of cars and lorries, a little bit like on a Tesla. And I think when I get too close to the car in front within a set distance, even miles away from it, it then starts beeping when it gets closer to, because it's got lines. It's just annoying. I'm driving the car, not you. I'm driving it. Stop it! I'm miles away. Why is it? What is it doing? It's just beeping. Or is it telling me that I'm going over the speed limit? I'm not going over the speed limit though. I think it might be the speed limit warning. I might have gone 1 mile an hour over or something. I've got to find out what that is, and whatever it is, I've got to switch it off. Right, what we'll do is, I've got adaptive cruise control on now, if I can get it to work. Come on. Cruise control, adaptive cruise control. And then, it can see all the cars on here actually, that's really good. And I can just sit back now, it's 50 mile an hour, and this should now not get close to any cars, and I can just sit back and relax. So, what we need to do is, the first stop when we get to Leeds, I'll let you know what the mileage is then, and then from Leeds, we're then going to go up to the Lake District, take my bike, because I want to do a little bit of biking, and then we shall take it from there, and see whether we can get to the lakes in one charge. You know, really, it's all very well on about speed and handling, etc. But you can't, we're now in a 50 mile an hour on the speed limit on the M1, which is going to be probably forever. Everywhere there's roadworks and the speed limits. This car now, it's got my bike in the back, I've got my bags in the back, I've got a couple of other things that I've put in the back as well. I've managed to put the parcel shelf back in as well, so that's gone back in on top. It's cruising along. I'm now just sat back, really relaxed. It's got the adaptive cruise control on, so it's not going anywhere near the car in front. The car pulled in on me, it basically pulled back, slowed off, and it's just easy. It's steering itself as well, even though I've got my hands on the wheel. It's a great place to be. It's a nice car. Do I still believe that electric is not the future? I stand by the fact I think that it's all about control. However, these motor manufacturers are being pushed into a corner and they have no choice but to go down the electric route. Otherwise, they won't have a business after 2035. So I can see where they're going. And I have to say, Porsche have done it very, very well. And if they can keep increasing these battery ranges as well, then it will be better. Personally, I'd love a 911. I'd rather have a 911 be in it. That's my kind of car. The roar of an engine, it's just got a heart and a soul to it. But you cannot take it away from this car that it drives fantastically, it handles fantastically, and at the same time it's practical and fun. Practical and fun, and dare I say it, a little bit cool. It is a cool car. I probably wouldn't have this colour though. I'd have it in like a silvery ice white silver kind of thing, maybe with different wheels. Green's not my thing, but maybe for some people. Do you like the colour of the car? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'll tell you what it hasn't seen, because on the dash here it's got like my car there, and then it's showing you the display with the different cars around you. It didn't see the Eddie Stobart lorry until it was a little bit further forward, so I'm guessing that it's only got forward facing cameras on here on this one. I don't know whether it's an option whether you can have it all around. I know with Teslas you can see all around the car on the central display. The only drawback with that is it's a Tesla and it's crap. That beeping is telling me that I'm going over the speed limit. However, I'm not, because the speed limit for 50 ended back there, but it still said 50 on there, which it does on my car. So that I've got to turn that sound off somehow. It's annoying. We literally, by the way, came out of a 50 mile an hour speed limit zone because of roadworks, and then it went into 60 mile an hour for air quality or something, whatever it is now. Ridiculous. These are the roads in the UK. There we go. That's my moan over with. This car, fantastic. It's great. I'm loving it. I do like this adaptive cruise control. It's like, yeah, very comfortable. Although comfortable is not good either, is it? If you go, it's comfortable, it's like an old pair of shoes, isn't it? I need to think of a different word for this car. I need to think of a different word. Can't have comfortable and we can't have practical, because those two words basically, it means you're an old man, and I'm not yet. 54 is not old. 50 mile an hour, honestly, the M1, the roads, it's crazy. But this goes to prove really that it's not speed that you need, it's range and comfort. is what you need. We're now at 85% of battery, 262 miles of range. We've done the entire, if you heard earlier on, I told you the mileage when we left, which was we're now at 1,318 miles, so work out how many miles we've done. And the battery and the percentage are not moving a lot, I have to say. It's very, very good. It's also got on here as well regenerative braking, but auto regen braking, so it does it when it needs to, basically. Oh, and we have Jeff Buys Cars, and here is Jeff Buys Cars. Let me just turn this AC down and you'll be able to hear him better. Now then, Jeff.
Hello.
I'm in the Porsche Taycan. It's not an estate and it's not a station wagon, it's the Cross Turismo. Okay.
Cross-dresser.
Cross-dresser.
Pretending to be an estate car.
It's a cross-dresser, that's what it is.
Yes, it's a saloon car that just really wants to be an estate car, so it's bolted a little extra bit on.
That's it. But, you know, you'd have this over the coupe version though, wouldn't you?
I would have that over the normal Taycan, yeah. You have to send me a photo of that one as well. I tell you what, that looks like a good looking car.
Does like a good looking car. And guess what I've got in the back of this car?
You've never got a bike in it.
I have got my mountain bike in it. However, there is one but.
Yeah.
I've had to take the front wheel off the bike and also loosen the handlebars so that they go sideways and take the battery off of the bike because it's heavy. But it got in the car, to be fair.
Okay, so it is actually in. Well, that's good.
It's in. It's doing well. So far, so good. And it's really, really quick. But so far, I'm at 50 mile an hour on the M1, and I have been for the last few miles.
I hear that the roads going north are worse than ever at the minute with average speed limits.
Average speed limit, 50 mile an hour zones. It's just completely pointless having a fast car. However, that's where this car comes into its own, because it's practical and it's comfortable. But those two words don't sit very well with me. Practical and comfortable means that you're an old man.
Or you're describing a retro Volvo from 30 years ago. I've got my surfboard in mine right now. And 2 skateboards, and 2 scooters.
I reckon I'd get them in mine as well, you know, or this car anyway. It's not mine, it belongs to Porsche Nottingham. But I tell you what, I'm liking it. I think it's really good, and I tell you where it had come into its own as well. Oh, by the way, we've just come out of a variable speed limit, right? And now we're coming into 50 mile an hour for air quality.
Do you remember all of those average speed limit zones and the air quality zones and all of the monitored speed sections we drove through in France and Spain?
No. No, there wasn't any. Because it was a lot better.
And the air was really dirty, wasn't it? Everywhere we went, it was polluted, and the skies were full of thick black smog everywhere because of that.
No, it was absolutely fine. In fact, it was sunny. It was really good. But I think this car is great. But as I say, comfortable and practical. It means you're an old man, doesn't it?
No, it means that you have a life that requires you to have a larger car because you're always having adventures. That's what it means. So I'm torn because I do like the Taycan cross-dresser, but it's still not a proper wagon. We need to do a proper wagon challenge where we do real wagon things, and then I can prove to you that it's not a real wagon. But you're getting there. You're getting there.
I'm getting there. No, I'm getting there. Well, my friends, that is Jeff Buys Cars. If you're not subscribed to Jeff Buys Cars, head over to his channel. I'll put his link on the end and the description down below. He does a lot more car stuff than me. I do cars, and I don't think he's done any fish and chips yet. But we're going to get.
I might do some fish and chips, but my channel definitely has proper estate cars on it. If people are watching your video and thinking, isn't it a proper estate car, then head on over to the Jeff Buys Cars channel and you'll find some boxy Volvos.
Boxy Volvo. Oh, I'm melting because I've turned the AC off and my range has gone up. I tell you what though, the range on this new Taycan is superb. I mean, I reckon at a push, if I'd have charged this fully from Mansfield, I reckon I'd have got up there and back in one charge. It's not moving. It's honestly.
I think you should get a quote to swap to that one, because I love that green colour. That's a great looking car.
Nah, the green's not for me. I'd have to have the ice white, and I'd have the coupe version of it like I had before. It's just coupe. I get mixed up with coupe. It's just coupe, isn't it? Mine's a coupe.
It's an odd one because it's a coupe saloon, really, isn't it? Because it's a 4-door, so it's more of a sports coupe, a saloon coupe. Again, it's a bit of there's a non-binary going on there.
It's a non-binary car. I'm losing. Identifies as a saloon. I'm losing you. I shall speak to you later.
Yeah, you're losing me because I've only got 5G and full signal.
5G, that's controversial. I'll see you later. Catch you in a bit.
Cheers, mate.
Bye. There we go, my friends. That is Jeff Buys Cars. Right, I'm putting this AC back on because I'm melting, and it's gone from 281 miles of range to 257 because I've put the AC on. However, it's doing superb. It's doing really well. Oh, I have found a little toy. I found a little toy. There's a button here that now it's in normal mode. This car is now in normal mode, but I found push to pass mode, and it gives you 10 seconds burst of energy, and it is phenomenal. Now I need to pass in a minute, so if I just wait 1 minute until it's clear, I do this, push to pass, and oh Christ, good grief, pardon the, that's mental. Woo. That's nuts. Right, so we are in Leeds now, and I'm at 77%, 236 miles of range and 1,349 miles. Probably add another couple of miles by the time I've got to my partner's house, but gives you an idea. So 236 miles of range, 77% of battery. I'll give you an update again when we get back on the road, which will be about an hour for me and about a millisecond for you. So there we go. So I'll see you guys in a minute, and then we'll head off on the way up to the Lake District from Leeds. Right, okay my friends, so we are now on the way to the Lake District. Stop making that blooming noise. We're now at 74%. Road closed. Right, we're now at 74%. We've got 230 miles of range, 1,350 miles we've done in the car itself, so you can work that out. Obviously, do you know what? There's roadworks everywhere at the moment. So let's see what percentage we've got. We've got 113 miles to get to the Lake District. So 230 miles of range, 113 miles to the lakes. So it's going to be interesting to see what the mileage is like when we actually get there, because this thing, as I say, is putting charge back into it. So I reckon it's going to do pretty well. Right, onwards my friends. Stop with that noise. I need to turn that. It's the actual speed limit detector. I'm going 2 miles an hour over, and it's letting me know, and I want to turn that off. You know, from here, this car doesn't feel any different at all to my car. No different at all. Apart from when you look through the rear view mirror, obviously there's a lot further back to the window, etc., and you can see then. And if anything as well, there's actually, mine's very, very narrow, the window in mine, so it's a very, very narrow line of vision through the rear view mirror there. But with this car, you can see a lot more, and it doesn't feel like a massive car. It doesn't feel any bigger than my car. My car's big, but this doesn't feel any bigger. Yeah, I've got a bike in the back of the car. I've got an electric bike inside my electric car, and I'm carrying it along, and I'm getting better mileage. It's practical, it's comfortable, and it's exciting. I have got a fantastic idea. I reckon this car would be perfect for Sarah, for my girlfriend. She could have this, right? Then I can use it at the weekend, take the kids out in it, take the family out in it. We can get James's bike in the back and Harriet's bike in the back. And then I'll have a 911 that I can drive around. Now that's perfect. Come on. That is ideal. That's the perfect two-car family. 911 with an engine, the new 911, the hybrid one. I go for that, and then Sarah can have this. Best of both. It's like chips and rice, isn't it? It's like chips and rice, that. Yes, I think I've sorted it. Fingers crossed. I've managed to turn off, and I had to go into the settings in here, acoustic speed warning. I don't need it warning me. I can see, because the problem is now, it's 70 miles an hour on the motorway. It still thinks it's 50 because there is a temporary road sign that it's picked up. That's not the problem of the car. It's an issue with a lot of cars do that as well. And obviously with the changing roads, etc. Because technology does make mistakes. But I don't need warning of it. I can see, I'm aware. So that's good, right. And I can see also, it's now gone to 70 miles an hour. So it's come back to normal. So I know by looking here and looking at my ways what the speed limit is. I don't need warning about it. Anyway, that's good. I'm tempted to use this push to pass button again. The little toy that when I want to pass gives you a burst of power. I'm sorry, but I love this push to pass button. I just used it again back there. It is absolutely, there's only one word for it, right? It's mental. Absolutely mental. I wanted to, there was a car coming up on the outside of me there. I needed to get past the car in front there, and I thought, will I make it? I pressed the push to pass button like this. Did it give me 10 seconds? Whoa! That is insane. You even get the noise. Oh, it's just mad. Mental, mental, mental. Sensible, practical, and mental. That's the three words that sums this car up. Sensible, practical, and mental. I want to do it again, but no, don't do it again, because we're looking at it's just going to stop the range. Stop it. No, stop it. Stop. No more. No more. We're going for range. Right, I've just watched. No way! The mileage is going up. I've watched it go from 197 miles of range left to now 201 miles of range. Why does it not do that in my car? Why does it not do that in my Taycan? Whatever Porsche's done to this new car, it's just better. The mileage has gone up. Anyway, we're at 66% of battery, 201 miles of range and 85 miles to go. So let's just check this out at the end and see what we've got when we actually get there. Wow, that's nuts. 202 miles of range. It's obviously putting power back into the battery from the regen, but I put the regen on mine. It doesn't seem to do that. I've never seen my range go up. I would love to have taken this car down to Benidorm and see what the range would have been like down there and how many times I would have had to charge up. If you haven't seen the videos where I drive my Porsche Taycan down to Benidorm from the UK, which was about 1,200 miles, have a look back and you'll see how many times I had to charge up on that trip. I reckon that this car would have done it in half the amount of charges, because now we've got 51 miles to go to the Lake District. I've got 57% of battery and 177 miles of range. This thing is insane. It's really economical on charge. It's good. It's good, as I said before. Now don't stop. I can hear you all. You turncoat. You turncoat. You traitor. Listen, I'm just saying the car is fantastic if you want an electric car. Personally, I would still rather have a Porsche 911 and Sarah have this for practicality at the weekend. But they've nailed it. But it is, I said it before, they've nailed it. But this one, you've got the best of both. As I said earlier on, this is rice and chips. And for those of you who don't know what I mean by this is rice and chips, well, when I go to the Chinese, and a lot of people go to the Chinese restaurants or get Chinese takeaway in the UK, don't bother indicating, and I mean you're a taxi. When you go to a Chinese takeaway in the UK, and what if you want, you go, do you want rice or do you want chips? I'll tell you what, I'll have both. You have rice, I'll have chips, mix it together, best of both. That's what this is. And then also, with the push to pass, that's adding a little bit of spice to the mix as well. Well, I tell you what, this car has actually, I always say, the issue that you have with electric cars, you always have to stop to charge. And then you've got the evangelists who say, well, you need to stop for a wee anyway, and then have a coffee, and then do that, and charge while you're having a coffee and a wee. And I'm like, well, I don't always need a wee, and I don't always need a coffee. Well, I'm going to have a wee because I need a wee, but I don't need to charge. I've still got 53% of battery, 163 miles of range, and only 37 miles to go. So it's actually outdone my bladder. My bladder has given in before the charge has. It's nuts, crazy. Right, okay, so I'm going to go to the loo. 52% of battery, 160 miles of range. That is absolutely nuts. Right, I'm going to go for a wee. Stay there, I will be back. Right, let's get back on the road again. Do you know what? The last time I was here, somebody parked directly opposite the junction there. There we go. Got to catch the wheels on this thing. Okay, right, let's get back on the road. So 52% of battery, 159 miles of range, and 35 miles left to go. We're doing well. We're doing well. I tell you what, at a push, I reckon this would maybe get back to Nottingham without charging. Ooh. Now there's a challenge. That noise has come on again. The noise has come on again, where if you go slightly over the speed limit, it's in additional functions. Now I've got to do this. Acoustic speed warning. I've switched it off again. I'm having to do this now while I'm driving. So basically, that's really dangerous. Stay off. I don't want you on. Right, okay, so we have arrived. Right, so I've got 40% of battery left, 120 miles of range, 1,472 miles we've done totally in this car altogether. So work that out, go back to the beginning, work out how many miles we've done, and basically, I reckon that's really good. I reckon at a push, as I said earlier on, I reckon I could get back to Nottingham without charging, because even though it says 120 miles, I know it's going to get more than that. Right, let's get this bike out of the car and we'll sum it up. Let's turn this off, 1 second. Right, this is going to be the interesting bit, getting the bike out. How easy is it going to be? How difficult is it going to be? Tell you what though, it's taken the bike. Anyway, I'll fast forward this bit and then we'll see how easy it is. I'll see you in a minute. Right, just got to put the parcel shelf back now, and this goes back really easily. So I'll pop that back. I think it goes this way like that. It slides in. There we go. Very easily, and then I pop that back as well in there like that. There we go. Hook that onto there. Hook that onto there. And see on top of the car, and that, my friends, is it. I tell you what, it did it. Absolutely did it. It's what a great car. Okay, it's electric, you know, but I've got my 911 in the garage back at home, and then Sarah's got this. Ideal, that is. Now, it's practical, it's sensible, it's fast, extremely quick. So what it is really is, as I said earlier on, this is rice and chips. It's the best of both. That is the Porsche Taycan, the brand new, remodelled Generation 2 Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo. And if you're looking for an electric car and you want an electric car, and you want it to be practical and you want it to be cool at the same time, get one of these. And if you want something with a bit of growl, get a 911. And on that bombshell, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.